Should be recording. There we go. All right. So like I said, you're gonna choose which direction you want. If you want to do the pie, you can also do vertical stripes, and I have templates for you up here that you can use. You're free to use in reference to your own picture. So what you're going to do is you get your board and back, and if they're larger, we can cut them down, no big deal. At the front of the room, you're going to see that green right below the projection screen. You guys see where all the tape is? You just need 2 small pieces of tape, and you're going to tape any side down. You want to make sure it's secure so it doesn't move. This is my dog. I chose to be my pet. So you just want to tape down one side. How do I what? I don't know. He's like a fashion model. I have tons of photos of him. So I'll show you some more. But anyway, so you once you get that done, right back here in the middle cabinet, there is transfer paper. There's several different sheets. When you get the sheet out, they're reusable. You'll see lots of lines. Don't throw it away. There's a dark side and a light side. The light side is the one that's going to be up towards you. The dark side is what's going to go down. Remember, dark for down. So after you get it taped into place, you're going to slide this in. And then you're going to take a ballpoint pen. I recommend using red. Like I was saying, you're going to start tracing all the basic shapes. I have multiple steps. And then you're gonna basically start tracing with as you are tracing, it's going to transfer it directly to your paper. Okay, you don't have to even push down that hard. Like yesterday, I had this demo of going from a deer, and so I was going to show you what it looks like. Those of you that haven't transferred the paper yet. So you're just going to make sure that you're going to go around all the shapes. When you have hair like this right here, you want to just do a generalization of it. So see how I'm just like trying to follow the basic shape and outline. Anywhere value changes, like see how it starts to get darker here, you want to outline that shape. As much detail as possible. The less detail you put, the harder it's going to be. And it might seem overwhelming, but remember that you're going to focus on a small section at a time. But you're going to outline all of these areas and then make sure you're including where any area changes in value. So that would be the lightest tint and then so on. And see how it transfers directly to your paper. So you have a nice template. Okay, so I'm going to show you quickly how to divide that picture. So if you're going to do the stripes, you just divide it in any way you want. For any of the vertical or horizontal, you're going to take your ruler, and you want 12. So you're just going to divide it into stripes, and they can be at any size you want, and you just go all the way down. An easy way to get an even one is to always put the first line in the middle and then go and divide each one by half. So if this is the middle right here, then I would then find the middle. And this will help you get even sections. Then you always find the middle, and you just keep going. So this is the middle of that one. Okay, so that's how you do that. To do the pie shape. Pie shape is really easy. So what you do is, remember, you tape down your piece. Then you're going to put the transfer paper underneath. And then you want to find the center of your piece by taking your ruler and you line up corner to corner. corner first. And this is after you've transferred everything. So if I do that corner, then I move my ruler, I do the other corner. Who knows why I do corners first? What does that find? Exactly, it finds the center. So now I take my ruler and I line it up line up the edge to that top of the paper or the bottom, doesn't matter which side, and I'm going to draw my line. Then I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. And so the next part, remember, we need 12 sections. So the next thing I want to do, I want to pick the largest sections, and I'm just going to put, an estimate where the middle is. I'm going to put a little notch, and then I'm going to connect my notch to the middle. Always make sure that you're getting it in the middle. That's not off. And I just keep doing that until I have 12. Remember, find a rough estimate where the middle is, and then you're going to connect.
That's my picture.
It is. Then you're going to connect the edge. Okay, so you just keep going until you have 12. Everybody get it? Then it transfers it over everything you've drawn. Okay? So when you go to paint, you're gonna know where everything is. So this has been my working demo over the last 7 years that I've been here, and you guys can see underneath where it's covered up now because I put the paint, but you can see how I had it divided over where I transferred everything. So as you're working, you are constantly referring to that paper, and you're going to, just like we did the color towers where you divide the gradations of tint to shades of a color, you are going to do the same thing, and you're trying to match those colors, okay? So if I have, for example, my red, and I'm doing my red section, wherever the white is, that's going to be the lightest tint of red, and then when it gets darker, it's going to be this next level of red. Some people find it helpful to number these, and then on their painting, after they have it transferred, they lightly with pencil number where you're going to put the paint. If you want to, you don't have to. But this is basically, everybody, if you're looking, not the toning part, but this is basically your palette for each color, from light to dark. You guys get it? So this is exactly how you do each color. So you can do it also, if you guys look at the board up there, you see examples. Some people do it out of order. You can do it in any order you want. I think it's the easiest to do it in the order of the color spectrum, because as you're mixing the paint, it's going to naturally go that way. Because you're going to go red, red-orange, orange, yellow-orange, yellow, yellow-green, green, blue-green, blue, blue-violet, violet, and then red-violet. But like I said, you could do it out of order. It does not have to be in order. Alrighty? So, another thing I wanted to show you. It can get very overwhelming looking at the entire photo at once. So a little brain trick is to get an extra piece of paper and cut it in half, or just 2 pieces of paper. And then, remember, you can start in any section you want. It does not matter. So let's pretend I'm starting at this section right here. So all you have to do is take your 2 pieces of paper, and then you're going to mask off whatever section you've selected. I think it's helpful to also put a little piece of tape right here to secure it so it doesn't move. And then that way, you can match where you're going to put all the colors. So you can see the white of his eye, the black, the very dark of his ear is going to be my red with black. Okay, so I think this is easier, so you're just focusing on one section at a time. When you're done, all you're going to do is take off a tape, and then you're going to shift it to the next section, and then you focus on whatever color you select that. Okay? And then once you get done, you'll have the final product. Okay? So, like, here's an example where they did the pie, but it's not necessarily in order. Okay? You guys get to pick. If you haven't gotten the image, please get those to me, and you guys, let's get started. You have a question? Hold on. I'm trying to turn the recording off.